Let us play with the pickers. Picker is almost similar to the similar concept like table view and collection view, but it is little slightly different. First, I'll take picker view. This is the picker view. When do we use the picker view? If you want to make the selection, it is alternative to drop down. If you want to select any item from the list of items, collection of items, then you can go for the picker, like selecting the pin codes, or selecting the states, selecting the colleges, selecting the districts. If you have multiple things, selecting the country, select your country whenever you are choosing the entering the phone number, country code. Like this, if you're having a limited set of values where you want to choose one. In such cases, we use the picker view. Picker view also having delegate and data source. Data source and delegate. And this is the view controller. Let's implement that. View controller UIPickerView delegate, UIPickerView data. See what are the two required methods. In case of table view, we refer each cell as row. In case of collection view, each cell as item. Here, see what we see, what we refer. Number of components. Components equal to sections. Equal to number of sections, right? Here, number of components is the required method, and string means number of rows in component. How many number of rows in each section? Component means section only. How many number of components you need? How many number of rows in component? I need a single component, single section. Okay, and data. I need 10 rows. These two are the required methods. We use it very rarely. Depends upon the finally depends upon the requirements of the application. And title for row and X path. Here it is not a row. Here we just need to return the title string. Okay, I'm just returning. We're getting a row and a component, right? You can say row, which is the row, component, which is section component. Okay, 10 rows actually. That's it. We simply display the text here. Zero, zero, 1, 0. If you see. Also, how to know which one is selected? The data we are able to display. Basically, it contains number of components, which is equivalent to the number of sections, but the sections are in horizontal way. Here, I can choose state. Here, I can choose district. If it is dependent, we can do. We can have multiple components as well. Here, how to get which row is selected? How to know which row is selected? There is something called did select row in component. Particular row is selected on particular component, which is selected row in component, right? Specify the component as well. 20 display 20 here. Yes, 20 is displayed. 41 is displayed. 91 is displayed. 50 is displayed. 71 is displayed. Let's say user selected a particular. Let me have some components here. Later. states, UP, AP, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala. These are the states. On the first component, I want to display the states. How to differentiate? If component equal to 0 means first component return states dot count. Else return simply numbers. I'm just writing here. Otherwise, I'm just writing numbers. On the second component, for everything, numbers will be displayed. And here title. What is the title which you want to display? If component equal to 0, if it is 0, return states of row. Else return the same thing, same content which we have here previously. And after selection, I want to show which state is selected and which component is selected. Now here we are getting did select row in component. It is second component or first component user selected and what is the row. Now I don't want to read that. I want to read state equal to picker view selected row in component. What is the row selected in component? Component is 0th component, state component. We know this is the state component. 0th is the state component. Now states of this. This is the state selected. Similarly, district. District is we do not have any districts here. District. How to get the district? Let if user selected second component. Second component means the district are we are supposed to get the row and component. That is what we are displaying. Row, anyways, we are getting the row here. Component, we need to get the component. Let selected district equal to picker view selected row in component 1. 1 means states district component. We are writing the row here. Now print selected state is the state and district is this is the district. What is the district? Row hyphen component. We know what is the component for the row, which is 1. That's it. Basically, how you manipulate your data. Selected district also we have here. Selected district. This is what we need to display actually. Telangana. In Telangana, the district which is selected is 01. In Telangana, district which is selected is 31. In Madhya Pradesh, which is selected 31. In Madhya Pradesh, by default selection. What I want to do is I want to make whenever user moves this, I need to make this as to the top. I want to refresh it. I need to bring this back to 01. How to do that? If component equal 1, it means 0. User made a selection on 0th component. What I want to do is I want to return from here and also picker view reload data selected row in component selected row in component. By default, I want to make it 0 in one component and to bring that back to the 01. And here somewhere Uttar Pradesh 41. Whenever I do Tamil Nadu, I'm just refreshing. I'm just bringing this back to 01. Karnataka 31. Madhya Pradesh Nothing is selected. After selecting Madhya, user has to select the district. This is how we use. Even you can also refresh a particular component. You can put one button here and read the data. Like after selection, what you can do is you can put read the data, proceed or next. When user clicks on next, then read the data from the picker view. Take the property of the picker outlet of the picker view here and read the data. Any doubts here? We use very rarely, very rarely, but you need to know the component, right? Basically, for the drop downs, we don't use this kind of a default picker views. We use a custom component, like you use table view and where you display the items. Table view as part of only small portion as a sub component. Use the hide unhide. When user clicks on the button here, show the table view of this size, display the information. User selects, when user selects the information, hide the table view. Is hidden is the property which we are having. Okay. Hope this is clear. And that's almost similar, like a number of components, number of sections, number of rows in component, number of rows in section. Only here, a string we are passing. You can also pass the, you can go and see the methods. View for row in component. You can also return the view, not only the string. You can also return a view if you want to return. You can also return a view here. Let me take a view. How to create a view? UI view. This way, or you can also pass the frame CG rect xy 0 some 30 a view dot background color equal to dot red and return a view. Very rare case actually. Views are displayed. Whatever content, if you want to display any content, you can add it on the view so that will be displayed. Now let us see date picker. These days the date picker is very easy. UIDatePicker. This is the date picker. Date picker is also having a delegate. No delete. We can have the action here. Date picked here in view controller. Red IV action and date picked. Here we can also get a sender. We know what is sender. Date picker. Date picker. Since we are connecting it to the date picker, how to get the date of the picker? Print date picker dot date. Give the connection. Multiple values, right? Each time one value will be picked. So here outlet is value changed. Action is the value changed. Date picked. Run it. Actually picker looking like this, but actually see here automatically we get the date. What is the date today? 10th month 29th. Time is 1:55. Actually the time is 7:25. Basically it depends upon the time zone. Our GMT time zone. Our time zone is GMT plus 5:30. If we add 5:30, it becomes 7:26. You need to add 5:30. You don't need to add by default. When you display it again you see the same time. Okay, time. I picked the time. After picking, we are seeing this AM or PM. Okay, PM means 1:07:30. 1:57. Date picker, time picker. This is how we get the date. And you can also format date. Formatting is very important. By default, it is showing as a complete date, right? I don't want to take the complete date. I just want to take only few items, or only time, or only hours, or only date, only year. Or want to change the format to something like year, month, date. Let's see how to do that later. To do that, we're getting the selected date equal to date picker dot date. We are getting the date here. This is date object actually. This is date object, not the string. Okay. I want to format that into the, I want to convert that into the string. How to see? Let date formatter we need to convert the date into this particular format. Date formatter dot date format or format date format equal to I want days and months and year like this I want. And finally formatted string or date string. And converting the date object into string with particular format. Now we are having date formatter formatter string from date. Selected date I'm passing here. Print date string. See, sometimes it is convertible, sometimes it is not convertible. Whenever you're making the option operation, you need to make sure. See, we got 9/10 October month, 19th date, 2022. I want to make like a month name as well. See if it works. October. You got the October. I also want to get some hours and minutes. Hours and minutes also we got. We are getting the full date here. Whatever you want, you can do that. I want to get only small m means minutes, capital M means month name. Let's see if we can get DDT and 3Ds. I don't know what it gives, but we need to check the formats. 019 we got. Okay. I don't think it might give you the crash as well. 292. D means I guess data. No. Anyways, DD. You can see the formats here on Google. Formats of the date formats. You can see here if you want to get like this, you need to follow this date format. If you want to simply get month, day, year, hours and minutes. Okay. Even if you want to display AM or PM, you need to use the A. Okay, shortcut way. This is short way, and you can here itself you can have format, right? Date formatter dot format date format small scale date format equal to dot short way something date formatter dot date format equal to UIDatePicker dot short long. Maybe some property was there. Anyways, this way you can use for now. Date formatter dot string from date. Anyways, these are the various date formats which you can use. There are many. It depends upon the way you are trying to display on the user interface. User interface display challenge done, but a format depends upon that. Okay. Even same thing, if you want to get the current date, how to get the current date? Date is a method. Date object. When you create date object, automatically it gives the current object. Current date. Date object. When you create the date object, it gives the current date. Current date is, see here, 2022, 10th month, 28th is the date. Time is 2 o'clock, 1 minute, 35 seconds. Plus 5:30 we need to add GMT. If you want to display here, otherwise it automatically displays on the console. Let me display it on the console and see. We're doing it right. Let me take a label here. IB outlet week where date date displayer, a label. Let me put that string here, dot text equal to date string. Go here and take that label, a label. Make it center aligned. Go here, set the outlet. There is outlet. Date displayer. Yeah, date displayer. Okay, 732 only displayed. Yeah, while displaying here, there is a problem actually. Here you cannot see, but actually the date is this. This is how we use the picker views and date picker. In older versions, we get like picker only, like this. We used to get date and time. Even you can change the format of the picker here. If you want to display only dates or only time, here see more date and time. Only date if you want, you can display. Only time if you want to display, you can display. Date and time, countdown timer. If you want to display the countdown timer, you can display. Depends upon your requirement. Any doubts? Yeah, this is all about picker views.